a piece of cutting-edge technology you might think would be reserved for research hospitals in large metropolitan areas. But now patients who can get to St. John's in Lebanon, Missouri are getting access to a life-changing treatment that is literally jump-starting their road to recovery. Medical technology has come a long way since we first saw a paralyzed Christopher Reeve walking with the help of all these cords and patches. But this was just the beginning.
They put the technology into a wireless unit.
A company called Bioness is now marketing new high-tech equipment to rehab centers across the country. Wireless units shaped into simple braces or cups that are anything but simple.
This works off of algorithms with mathematical equations with the sensors.
We're going to do a warm-up first.
What this cutting-edge cup means to someone like Pam Quigley is nothing short of life-changing.
Now we're just getting our settings.
Pam had a stroke last June.
I had lost the ability to walk, the ability to use my arm. My speech was real strange, and I drooled.
In the 6 months that followed, traditional therapies helped her walk and talk again. But she still couldn't use her arm.
Useless. Useless, just really.
Not anymore. This cuff brought Pam's arm back to life.
When she first came in, she was not even able to hold on to a block or anything in therapy, and now she can drink from a cup with that hand. She can fold towels with that hand. It's amazing the recovery that she's made since December with the Bioness.
By stimulating the peripheral nervous system, Bioness opens a path to a new part of the brain, and it takes over to make Pam's arm work again.
Well, it's just like difference of night and day.
And stroke patients aren't the only ones thrilling to the new treatment here at St. John's in Lebanon.
There's different diagnoses you can use it on. There's incomplete spinal cords, traumatic brain injuries, stroke patients, CP, multiple sclerosis. Just it changes their activities of daily living. It changes their quality of life, allows them to be more independent.
You might remember Zach Morgan when we followed him on a trip to a NASCAR race. Cerebral palsy's rarely slowed him down, but now a junior in high school, Zach's busier than ever.
Every time I lift my foot,
It automatically
shocks it. So it's...
How does that feel?
It's weird.
And these Bioness braces are changing his life too.
It's a sensation that I never felt before, you know, before I started using this unit, and it's, I don't know, like she said, it's like awakening a muscle that's, you know, never been disturbed before.
Zach works out with the braces here 3 times a week.
Strengthen and just practice to hopefully one day get my own home unit.
But those home units are $6,000 a piece.
I just have so much more stability.
So while Zach saves for what he sees as a priceless investment,
I wouldn't have to use my crutches near as much.
Lebanon's Heritage Foundation is filling the gap for him and hundreds of other patients. The fundraising board is responsible for bringing this big-time technology to a small community.
It was almost a no-brainer. It's very rewarding to see the great effect that it's had on so many of our patients, and certainly worth every cent of that investment.
A $39,000 investment that's stepping up the pace of physical rehabilitation in the Ozarks. There are only 3 other facilities in the Midwest that have that: Tulsa, St. Louis, and Kansas City. So they're very blessed.
That's fascinating. Yeah. So Zach needs the braces on to function better, but stroke patients actually do better without it? They regain function without it?
Yes. Of course, she works out with it all the time, but it's called carryover. For instance, by opening those new pathways to the brain, the Bioness machine restores a function that continues to evolve, so she can fold clothes the next day.
Wow.
And she's better the next week, and she's even better the next 2 weeks, and she goes in, you know, 3 times a week to do it. And I'm talking specifically about the stroke patients. Other patients like the diagnosis of cerebral palsy, good old Zach, he needs the stimulation to make the connection and keep it going because of the nature of the disease. And of course, every disease is different, and every case is customized.
Wow.
But isn't that wonderful technology?
It is amazing.
Yeah, God bless the
great
foundation
strides,
yeah,
absolutely.
for giving them that gift.
All right.